Hi guys, this is Shane Gremo, and in this video I'm going to be explaining how to properly install and run the program I created to calculate a company's weighted average cost of capital. We're going to be going over a few basics that you need on your device first to be able to run the program. The first thing you're going to need is Python. If you don't have this installed, you can head over to python.org. There's a link in the description and go over to downloads, and you can download the latest version for your device. The next thing I recommend you downloading is something called Visual Studio Code. This is optional. You can run the program either in your console or in Python once you have it installed. However, if you are new to coding, I think this just provides a user-friendly atmosphere to work in. So I do recommend you downloading Visual Studio Code, and you can download this for your device as well. So once you have both of those downloaded and properly installed, you are ready to go. The next thing you're going to need is the actual file for the program. You can get this from just going into the description of this video, and there should be a link that will take you to a OneDrive file, and you can download the file there. You can drag it on your desktop, put it into a file or a folder, and we're ready to go. So you simply want to right click the file, go to open with, and if you properly installed Python and Visual Studio Code, you should see these three options. And you want to select Visual Studio Code. After a few seconds, Visual Studio Code should open up, and it should open up the file with all the code present over here on the left side of the screen. What you want to do is go up to the top right, and you should see these three icons, and you want to click the middle one. This is going to open up our terminal. The terminal is where we input our inputs and get our outputs. But before actually being able to run the program, there's a few modules that we need to install. If you're watching this and you already installed the modules that were needed in my beta calculator program, then you can skip this step. You can skip forward in the video. However, if this is your first time either downloading one of my programs or just using Python on your device, there are a few things you're going to need to do. So what you want to do is come down here to terminal, and you should see a wide white cursor here. And what you want to do is type in pip space install space, and you should have this. And what you're going to do now is install some modules. So I actually created a Word doc here. I'm going to split the screen so it makes this a little easier for us. So what you want to do is you want to type in pip install and then all of these modules that you see listed here. So for example, for the first one, you would type in pip install sklearn, click enter. And if this is the first time doing it, you should see a bunch of downloads happening in your terminal. For me, you can see that I already meet the requirement because I already have the module installed, but you want to do this for all of these modules. So you just kind of want to go down the list doing one at a time. So next would be pip install stats modules, click enter, it will download. And then once you see your cursor again, you can continue going. Since I already have all these installed, I'm going to skip doing the rest of that. But if you have any questions installing the modules, you can head over to the tutorial video for my beta calculator, and I go over it more in depth. Or you can just leave a comment on this video and I'll get back to you with some help. But once you have all those modules installed, you are ready to run the program. So you want to go up here to run, click run without debugging. Your terminal is going to clear and the file is going to begin to run. And you're first going to be prompted to input your company's ticker. So for example, we can just use Apple. So you type in AAPL, click enter. And then next it prompts you to input your company's effective tax rate. You can get this from their 10K, from Bloomberg, from FactSet, whatever it may be. And you want to use the last fiscal year. So for Apple, the current data that I have is 13.3%. So you enter that in as a decimal. Next, you enter your company's debt borrowing rate. You can get this from Bloomberg and FactSet, kind of the same resources. So for Apple, the value I got is 2.56%. So if I enter that in decimal, it would be that. And the last input we need is our company's equity weight. And same as before, you can either calculate this yourself, go to Bloomberg, go to FactSet, and get the value there. So for Apple, it is 95.9%. So we enter that in as a decimal, click enter. It's going to calculate, and as you can see at this line here, it says the weighted average cost of capital for Apple is this long decimal, and that is your WACC. So if you are using this program for your discounted cash flow analysis for your discount rate, whatever it may be. You can simply just highlight this number here, copy it, and put it right into your Excel folder, and you'll be ready to go. After I post this video, I will have a video up explaining this code and basically what's going on behind it, where are values getting taken from. So I do recommend you watch that video as well if you're going to be using this in your analysis. But thank you guys for watching. And if you guys have any questions, you can either leave a comment on this video or email me. My email is in the description. But I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you guys in a future video.